magnificent, isn't it? The new Cutty Sark experience. It's taken 5 years and £50 million to complete, and it gives visitors a totally new way of looking at this wonderful old vessel. One of the fastest tea clippers ever. Well worth a visit, I can tell you. But, like the way so many see the Maritime in Britain, it's about the past. And while we can always look backwards to understand why the sea matters, we must also see forward.
Seeing forward is all about building interest in the sea. If we can do that, we've laid down the keel for the next generation of seafarers. But, as so often, it's not just about what we do, but how we do it. Starting young is a good start. From sea cadets to apprenticeships, the UK youth has maritime firmly in the mind. So, let's hear from them.
Sounds good to me. Let's see forward.
The sea is very important because boats need to travel everywhere and boats can travel long and we can learn lots of things about the rivers and seas.
I think ships on the sea are very important because they helped us to bring food to our country during World War II when it was very hard for us.
Which is where all the foodstuffs used to be brought into London. Now, before the war, all right, are you ready? Are you ready? So you're on your way back across the Atlantic again. Ready? Setting sail from New York, let's go. On that convoy, we've gone through the wheat and the orange juice. A bit higher. A bit higher.
Action stations.
I really like learning about the ship. We all dressed up with our hats and we all had to talk to each other, and then I was a lookout person, so I had to look out for stuff.
I mostly liked when we got to try on the different costumes that the people on the ship wear, and I got to try on the mask and the gloves called flash gear, and if you're like shooting a gun, you have to wear it so that the sparks don't fly up in your face.
The best thing today was probably when we went on the bridge and I was the port lookout and I had to alert the captain when there was a submarine.
If we didn't have no ships, we wouldn't be able to get food from different countries and we wouldn't be able to get loads of things.
I joined the Sea Cadets about 3, coming up to 4 years now, and I joined solely on the basis that, you know, it's something that's going to lead me to actually become a captain of a ship, which is my overall aspiration in my future career. And I remember my first night I came down here and it was really interesting, and from that day I've never looked back. I've always been really interested in the activities that you partake in here.
Right, turn it round.
Our oars. Stand by, give way, together. With the Sea Cadets, not only do you have dedicated staff who will help you every step of the way with whatever you choose to do, but they have such amazing courses such as, you know, diving, you have windsurfing, you have rifle drill, you do boating. So there's just a whole range of activities that you can partake in here, and obviously you're doing it as a team. And what I do like about it as well is that you meet new people every time that you go on a course. So overall, it just makes it a more friendly and more close-knitted relationship that we have with each other. I'm looking to actually do an apprenticeship P&O cruises, which I will be training on board and at college and doing various different activities, officially known as a deck officer or deck cadet. Up until that point, I will continue Sea Cadets because, you know, it's an amazing experience. You gain new friends as well. A lot of people who have joined here I've obviously never known, but we just formed such a close family and it's been an amazing experience.
I'm challenging myself to new experiences and how I react.
It's great, it's just a real kind of buzz, and as well climbing the sails, I absolutely love climbing the sails.
It's just the whole sense of being at sea, it's peaceful.
Right, you do your right over left and tuck it under, and you do your left over the right and tuck it under like that.
Okay.
And it will end up symmetrical, you see that?
Oh Jesus, yes, yes.
My decision to join the TS Pelican was through an association I'm with. I jumped at the chance because it gave me a chance to get more experience on bigger boats. I've been so used to sailing dinghies all my life, so I thought this would be a brilliant experience just to learn what bigger boats are like.
I thought it was a really good opportunity, so didn't want to miss it, and I've always wondered what life at sea would be like, so I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to take.
Obviously living with people so close as this, you make a lot of really strong friends really quickly, and just because of the common ground that we have and the experience, like I haven't done a voyage like this ever before, and it's just fantastic, like living at sea and feeling the rocking of the waves and climbing the mast and just doing all these crazy things. It's brilliant. It's a real adventure. People get kind of too comfortable being in their towns and their houses and going to the same places over and over again. The sea makes up most of our world, so it's not something to neglect.
Trinity House are the General Lighthouse Authority for the United Kingdom, well, England and Wales, and they look after the maintenance of all the navigation buoys which help guide the ships outside of harbour limits. And as well as the navigation buoys, they look after the lightships and lighthouses, and they also check that the local port authorities are using the correct lights and shapes as they've stated with Trinity House. The cadetship programme is quite rigorous and intensive, and there's a lot to squeeze in. and I've found some aspects far more challenging than others, but quite enjoyable. And I'm at the stage now where I can walk onto the bridge and feel that I'm much more confident. The training's very good. I've been very lucky to serve on ships with the majority British officers, and they take real keen interest in developing me as an officer, not just in the technical side but in the leadership side as well, which of course is very important. Not only do I thoroughly enjoy it, which is always a bonus when it comes to your career, but I've found that it's helped develop me in other ways. It's the best decision I've made.
I was actually on my gap year preparing for university, and I saw an advert in the newspaper advertising apprenticeships for Superyachts, so I thought I'd apply and give it a go and see if I got in, and I did. In the first year you learn basic skills in all departments, so I learned how to weld, strip small marine engines, pipe work, wire electrical boards and light fittings, technical drawing, all that sort of thing. And then in your second year you progress just to one department, so I chose joinery, was there for a year and then transferred to our naval architecture department. Here at Pendennis we've built a variety of vessels, sailing yachts, we've refit Jade class, we've built icebreakers, so we've done a whole range here. There's so many skills you can use in the marine industry. I'd originally signed up for French and politics at university. Wasn't for me, and now I'm working in the technical department in the yard. We've got marketing here, there's accounts. It's not just marine engineering, there's a whole host of roles and activities that you need within our industry. It's great. I mean, this year we had the Pendennis Cup. We had 12 Superyachts racing out in the bay. I got to sail on some of them. We had crews coming into the yard, and they come from all over the world, so it's really international here. You meet a lot of great people, and yeah, just the general characters in the yard make it really fun and interesting.
When I was younger, I was part of a local Sea Cadet unit just up at Caledonia, and I loved it. When you're a Sea Cadet, you have to do a number of different specialisations, and engineering was one of them. And when I had a shot of that, I just loved it. So I took it a bit further, and then I started doing an engineering course at college. A person came in and told us about the apprenticeship at Babcock, and at that point in time I heard a bit about the carrier projects, the Queen Elizabeth class, and I just knew at that point in time that I really wanted to be a part of that. I started off at college, where I got to learn all my basic training, bench fitting skills, how to drill a hole in a bit of metal. I learned how to use a lathe, which was excellent, you know. Then I started on site, where I started my proper experience in the shipyard. now I'm a planner for the pipe shop, which is great because you're getting to see how things work behind the scenes, and you're getting to make sure that everybody's working to time, to quality, to cost, make sure that the job's going to run the way it should run, really. Engineering's moving so fastly within the maritime industry, and you're pretty much working with history in the making, and to be a part of that and to tell your kids and possibly your future grandchildren that you're proud to be a part of it, it's amazing, so just go for it.
Reminders of a great maritime tradition are all around us in Britain.
But to be alive and relevant, all traditions need to presage the future as well as celebrate the past. That's why all these young people who give up their time to find their sea legs deserve both our and your support.
And the same goes for all those, many of them volunteers, who work with them too. So let's cheer ship for the thousands from every organisation, from sea cadets to sail training, through ship and yacht builders to Trinity House, who help to, well, keep it real.
And to make sure that Britain does indeed
see forward.